Stephanie here on YouTube, and today is Monday, so we're going to try something kind of a bit more masculine in feel. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to give these cards to the male variety of the species. It's just that we kind of mute it down a bit, use more masculine, traditionally masculine tones or images and so on. It's kind of fun to play with something that's not so frilly and girly, you know, like I normally do. Well, not frilly, floral. That's me. Right, so hello everybody. Welcome if you're watching on the replay. And I'm hoping also just to show some really fun techniques using the blending brushes. I have an idea of something in my head, not sure if it's going to work, but eager to just try it out and hopefully give you something else to play with when you're in your craft room, and hopefully also something that you don't need loads and loads of equipment for. Basically it's just inks, some blending brushes, something that you can mask your paper off with, and some stamps. So nothing too complicated, you know, no die cutting or anything like that, just kind of pretty simple stuff. So I'm going to say a quick hello to the people who are in the live so far, so that I can then get on. So hi Miss Steph, Linda, Liz, Valerie, Vicky, Nessa, Monica. Happy Australia Day. Didn't realise that was tomorrow for me, but today for you guys. Oh, and congratulations, Lorraine has got her cast off her foot. Brilliant. That's wonderful news. Hi Deborah, Cheryl, Mary, Carol. Yes, move. I've been packing up my craft room. I have more bare cupboards now. Hi Steph, hi Sheila, hi Janice and Navarana. Lovely to see you all. So if you are new to my channel, please do say hello. It's the first time on a live especially. Please make yourself known. Okay. So I was thinking of a way of creating stripes, and then I thought, oh, I haven't really got time to be cutting out anything. So I'm going to go with this idea I've got just to create some kind of blended effect. And I don't know if it's going to work. You know me, we just kind of try these things out and see what happens, and then either I bin it or we save it for another day. Oh, okay, hold on, right. This is moving around too much. So let me secure my paper down. That might help. So, just putting the sticky tape on my trousers to pick up some fibres because I don't want it too sticky. Right, I want to stick this massive post-it note. Now, you're going to have to ask Esther where she got this from, because I think you can find them in various kind of cheaper Poundlandy type shops. In stationery sections, and I think the reason she bought it for me is because look how long that piece of sticky is. Isn't it great? This is like a massive sticky note. It's a rather pretty sticky note. It's a shame to be defacing it, but anyway, I just wanted to stick that on there. Right, I have Misty Moonlight, So Saffron, Pear Pizzazz and Crumb Cake. And we'll play with those and see what happens. Okay, just ignore the colour that you can see in my blending brushes. So these are the Stampin' Up blending brushes. And, oh, Primark. Oh, there we go. But it was the only one in there. Oh, Esther bought them all. There we go. There are no more, there are no more in Primark because Esther bought them. So, okay, so I'm just blending my Crumb Cake ink. And I'm starting on the post-it note itself and then coming onto my piece of paper. And just putting a little bit of this colour and building up and building up. So this sort of technique is not one of those kind of like quick get it done. You know, it's worth spending a little time over to build up the colour. And you can see that I'm coming quite far over because what I would like to do, my plan is to then move my sticker over and then do a bit more. And maybe do some stamping as well. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, so that's that bit of crumb cake there. Hi Donna, nice to see you. Hi Mary. I'm particularly drawn to this lovely sort of foliagey type stamp here, and I wondered what would happen if I then kind of stamped a bit of this image. I forgot to put my foam mats under here, but it seems to be working okay, so that's okay. And then the other thing I wanted to play with was this long sentiment here, sending a little smile your way. So have I used it? I may have used it once, but I'm just going to grab a block for it, because I need quite a long block for this sentiment. Okay. And I really like using sentiments as a texture on stamps. Hi Jessica, you're welcome from Sydney. And I kind of like the idea of having this crumb cake very gently kind of fade off then into the rest of this paper. So we've got the intensity of it here, and then it kind of fading off. So there we go. Okay. Just notice that lovely sort of rain effect one as well. Oh yeah, Esther, you were back at work today, weren't you? How did that go? Right, there we go. So then the idea is that I'm going to lift this off. Actually, perhaps I should have started completely from the edge, but I can always go back and do something. And then we're going to move it to the next section. I'm not really measuring it, I'm just sort of moving it up because there's still some crumb cake showing. That's fine. And then I want to start on a new colour. So I have a bit of pear pizzazz here. Oh, pear pizzazz with gilding flakes. So we'll start off the actual paper. Just build up that colour again. I'm just slowly blending it down the line, having it more intense by my line. And then get my stamp. And I really do not have any idea how this is going to turn out. I'm just winging it and trying it out as an idea. And it may or may not work. I just like the idea of it all kind of like blending downwards. Hi Rose. Oh yes, it's pretty cold here today as well, guys. The snow is still on the ground and it's starting to freeze a little bit. You know, when people have walked on it and then it's starting to freeze. And that's when you go, oh, I wish I'd shoveled the snow away earlier. Oh, you had an evening class, as in teaching it for college or a crafty one, Donna? Okay, so we've added that second layer of colour now. So let's have a look and see. Oh, oh, can you see it's sort of like melding? It's sort of very gently going into the next colour there. Okay, so let's move that up now. To there. Oh, do you? I'll message you. I think I know somebody who's on that. You're teaching it, Donna. I think I know somebody who's on that course. I'm not going to say their name in public. I'll message you. What was that? Oh, hi, S. Fisher. I know who you are. I think I know who you are. We were chatting earlier. Sorry, I'm just going to check some. Yeah. Oh, isn't that funny? Donna, if you send me a quick message on Facebook, I'll reply to you now. Right, so this is So Saffron going on now. I'm just going to clean off my little stamp. Oh, it's going well, Nessa. Yeah, we did a lot of painting over the weekend, and then I've done more packing today, and we popped up to the house today just to take up some things I wanted to put in the kitchen before we moved, and took some plants because I was thinking I don't think I want the removal men to move my plants just in case they knock them. I'd rather take them myself. If that makes sense. So I took I took some, yeah, took my plants over today. Not all of them, but I've got more to go. Hi Martina. Hi Janine. Okay, oh no, I don't need to do that. I've just taken that post-it note right off. Oh dear, come on Ruth. There we go. Right, so this is now the So Saffron. I'm not quite sure how inked up this is, but anyway, we'll try and see what happens. No, we don't tend to have snowplows, do we, Steph? I guess they make sure that main roads to hospitals are usually clear. You know, like, and main roads are clear, but... Right, so I've done the So Saffron, I've done that bit. Let's do a little bit more. Just to deepen it up a bit. Right, there we go. Oh, it's just so lovely. And let me try and get it to focus. Can you see how it's sort of like blending? Oh, I really like that. Oh, Wendy, you know what? I just read that sentence. I know you've just said all the grit lorries have snow ploughs. I read all the gift lorries have snow ploughs. And I was like, oh, that's good. People delivering gifts have got snow ploughs. You know when you read something really quickly and you muddle the letters up? Yeah, that's what I just did. All the gift lorries have snow ploughs. I thought it was Christmas again. Oh, okay, Diane. I'll let you. Yeah, if someone doesn't approve you, I'll approve you. Did you answer the questions? Yeah. So if you want to join the Christmas Stampathon Facebook group, there are just some questions you need to answer. It's just to make sure that you're not a robot, basically. All right. So let's see. What did I use this one for? Do you think I can use this on the blue? Or maybe use the green one on the blue. Try this one. So this is Misty Moonlight. I'm going to go quite gentle on this because it is quite dark compared to some of the other colours that I've been using. Yeah, that's true, Steph. It's not as bad as it used to be. So I'm trying not to go over the stamping that I've done before, but I'm slowly running out of space. Oh, I just crossed over a bit of yellow there, but never mind. Right, let's see what this looks like. It's just Martina and her shovel. I basically got to watch out. Martina's around with her shovel. Oh, I like that. Now I've got to figure out what to do down this end, I guess, because my brush has still got a bit of blue on it. I'm going to actually pop a little bit of blue down here. Oh, thanks, Esther. Esther's an admin on there as well, so. There we go. No, Est. No, if you go to the video I did earlier today, there's a link from there to the Facebook group. Or if you go to Facebook and just type in Christmas Stampathon 2021, it should show up. Right, I think we could maybe get away with one more, maybe. I'm going to move my sticky over though, because that's going to start getting in the way. So just making sure it's all lined up. Oh, no, don't do that. Linda just said she's packed all her Christmas stuff away and then now she's got it all back out again. Yay! Just having a quick little swig of tea. Right. Oh, my YouTube's behind me. Right, just bring my little post-it note back over. Right, so I did blue last time, so we're back to the crumb cake now. So I think it was this one. So incidentally, these brushes are in the current mini catalogue, and you buy a pack of 3, or when you purchase them, you get a pack of 3, and they're very easy to wash. They're a synthetic fibre, so I did have someone ask me if they were real hair, then like animal hair. No, they're not. They're synthetic, and they're very easy to. I mean, I don't always wash them after every use. As long as you kind of keep to similar-ish colours, I find that they're fine to do that. And yeah, they just help blend really smoothly. I mean, if you've watched my channel for a while, you'll know that I have been using them, but at different companies. So I was so happy when Stampin' Up came up with their own. Hi, Glenna. Okay, so I'm just cleaning my stamp, because even though it's a very fine stamp and it almost looked like I didn't have any colour on there, but I know that I just used the blue. So right. Okay, and then where's my sentiment? There it is. Give that clean too. So again, aiming for somewhere where there isn't much of that writing anymore, because it's all kind of like faded out from the previous ones. See what that looks like. Oh, it's very soothing to look at. There's something about it. It is very, very soothing. Right, I think we can probably fit in one last one. So if you're watching this on the replay and you've watched every single minute, you deserve a medal. But if you fast forwarded, I really don't mind, because you know, I'm showing the whole complete process here, which might not be so interesting to watch. It might be interesting to do. It is interesting to do, I assure you. But sitting and watching is like watching paint dry, which I guess for some people is relaxing. Because so many of you tell me that watching me is relaxing, so there we go. I can't argue with that. Just cleaning the blue off and hoping it doesn't contaminate my green too much. Right, there we go, last one. Oops. Oh. Okay, so my sticky note is losing its sticky now, so I'm having to be a bit careful. I'm brushing in this direction because I keep knocking it. Obviously, Nessa, you like hanging out with me. Oh, well, there's some lovely people who watch the channel, so it's nice to chat to them, isn't it? Yeah, the Christmas challenge is quite fun, and don't feel you have to take part every month, you know. But it is quite fun, and it gets your creative juices going a little bit, doesn't it? Right, so da da da. Let's get rid of that one too. There we go. It sort of has a like feeling of much calmness to this. So the way I would use this is I would cut this into pieces. I'll probably cut it into 4, and then maybe have a focal point. This is not going, it's not so busy that I think you could, well, you could use it for just sticking on a piece of base, but I feel it probably needs a little bit more of a focal point to it. But I just really like even that way it's nice, isn't it? It's just sort of very gentle and relaxing, going from one to the other. So there we go. While I've got these, oh, I'm so sorry. While I've got these colours on my table, I'm wondering whether just to, have some fun with, this was the other thing I was going to play with, stencils. I'll have another, have some, see, I'm so tired, my words aren't coming out right. Have a play with these colours and maybe a slightly different configuration. So let's have a look. What did you miss, Deborah? You missed this. That's what you missed. Yes, I was reminded of the retiform technique as well, Vicky, I have to say. But taken it to, gone in a slightly different direction with it, where it fades off and then blends into the next colour, which is quite nice. So you wrote 10 blog posts yesterday. Oh, well done. Very, very good. I'm afraid I'm a bit behind on my blogging. I tend to just do my lives, and then when I get round to it, I do a blog post. Although I did do a blog post for Sunday. I took part in the Stampin' Sunday blog hop, which I know some of you did watch that video. So thank you. Right, let's have some fun with some stencils, shall we? Hi, Joanna. Welcome. Have you been before? They use cheap printer label as masking paper. Oh, that's a clever idea. See, Bev? Okay. Oh, it's not very bright, but it is definitely there. Okay, so I know you can't see that so well, but honestly, the yellow is there. Yeah, Monica, I prefer creating videos and blog posts, but it is helpful as a content creator to have somewhere, a landing page for people to go to with fresh content. So I try and keep my blog up to date, because blog posts are kind of a bit easier to pin as well. So incidentally, if you do follow me on here and you want to perhaps come back and watch a technique, you can pin these videos directly to Pinterest. And if you do pin any of my photographs, please do not just download the photo to your phone and then upload it without the link. I've noticed that some of my own pictures have been coming up on my pin feed, and when I've clicked on them, they go nowhere because the person has either taken a screenshot or downloaded the photograph and then not linked me, which is a little bit rude, just a little bit. Not enough for me to get too cross about, but it is a little bit frustrating when the links don't work to come back to me. So the best way to do it is literally hit that share symbol, you know, with the one with the curvy arrow, and then you know, that funny little sort of going off in two directions symbol. And then you can sometimes have the option to put it on straight on Pinterest. Yeah, anyone can do that. And we welcome it. Us bloggers, don't we? Donna and Wendy and whoever else is on here who blogs, Janice, and who else is on here who blogs? Oh, thank you, Monica. You're a doll. What is retiform? Okay, so retiform technique is very similar to what I've just shown. So where you do some blending and then you stamp, but you mask off a specific area to do it. And then it kind of makes a bit of a funny mosaic. So. Okay, so here I'm just building up different areas of colour using these stencils. So I've used the gold laser cut stencil, which is in the annual catalogue. This stencil is from the Dragonfly, oh, I can't remember the name of it. It's like laser cut paper. And it's quite thick as well, which makes it quite nice to work with as a stencil. I don't know how it would stand up to putting the texture paste through it, as it's not got a foiling on it, but I'm sure as a one-off it would work. Oh, now I tell you what I did want to do was do some blending from one colour to another. So I'm going to match up the pattern again, and I want to go from the blue to green. Ooh, just printing my virtual football ticket off at Spurs. Off. All the Spurs fan raised 50,000 to help feed the vulnerable community by buying the tickets for the game. How cool is that? So where do you get to watch it, Steph? Or how do you get to watch it? Okay, so look at that beautiful blend. I'm going from blue to green there. Oh, that's wonderful, Steph. Will that go to sort of food banks and things? Oh my goodness, completely by accident that has matched up to that. That was complete fluke, that was. I'm not even going to go near it anymore just in case I mess it up, but that was so funny. Because I just went plop, 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 didn't I? I didn't really think through it matching up. Okay, I think I'll just do one more bit of green up in this corner here, and then we'll think about doing something else. If anyone's got any bright ideas, please do shout, because I don't know what I'm doing next. There we go. I could do a different pattern. Maybe go a bit darker. Hi, Phoebe. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Some mountains. I was going to get the waterfront stamp set and do some mountains, because I poor waterfront. I tend to like love on this stamp here, and sometimes the other stamps don't get a look in. Oh, where's my phone pad's gone? Oh, come on, Ruth. I've been trying to figure out how to pack some of my stuff to go into the new house, and I cleared a couple of drawers, and I've been trying to play with configurations, and I think I've moved things around so much that... Oh, here we go, found them. It makes you think of baby blankets. Oh, I suppose it's like that waffle kind of weave, isn't it, that you get on baby blankets. Yeah, no, that does make sense. Hi, Christine from Sydney. Oh, this immediately feels very Japanese. Oh, lovely. Love that. So I'm thinking some trees now. Oh, this ink pad I think needs a bit of a re-ink, so I might just step it up a bit with a different colour. I'll go for Just Jade, because I know this will be juicier. Okay. So I feel like we need some kind of water element in here now. So I'm just going to stamp that. Okay, maybe not so much in the trees. Let's do that. Is waterfront distinctive? That's a good question. I have a feeling it came out before the term was kind of coined. But if someone could just double check the catalogue, because there is a list of all the distinctive ones in the catalogue, isn't there? Okay, so a bit of a boo-boo up there, but you know, I make the mistakes, so you don't have to, and all that. Oh, this is so sort of soft and yummy to look at. Thinking a bit of a yellow sun somewhere. And I'm kind of not going I'm not going in the same place for the sun every time, because it just had a natural break in the pattern. So I thought, oh, that will look nice there. So you kind of got to, you know, don't feel you have to do it exactly the same every time. And of course, it wouldn't be complete without a little bit of dotage. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Oh, well, please do have a go, because I know there's a few of you who watch me who haven't had a go yet. And, you know, all that you're going to lose out on is what, 20 minutes, 30 minutes of your time and a piece of paper. And if you're not 100% happy with what you've done, I can't, I'm not a massive person and I'm not a massive kind of promise person. I can't go, oh, I promise you it'll be fine. I can't do that. However, in my experience, I know that about 80% of people who then cut it up are much happier with what they've done. Okay? So, note to self, stop buying stuff you're downsizing. Yes, Vanessa. Are you downsizing? Oh, I didn't realise that. You better go now then, Vanessa. I'll stop sending you stuff. Right, I think this would benefit from some little birds, but I've got a feeling all my little birds are not with me right now. Let me just have a little check. Yeah, all the stamps that I have with birds I've lent out. So probably a little pen mark. Yeah, no, I don't have them. Oh, that's a shame. Anyway, you could draw some little birds on if you don't have the bird stamps. Sorry, yes. But if you've got anything like, oh, what's the set called? Mountain Air. They've got some lovely birds in that. Let me just double check. Yeah, no, there's definitely no birds in there. Right, what would be, I'm trying to think what would be the best colour for drawing birds. Maybe a dark grey, because I haven't got, oh, or a dark green. Ah, there we go, Cheryl, good. Oh, I know, Miss Vanessa is really downsized. Have you found anything, Vanessa? Any houses that you're interested in? I suppose the benefit of drawing them in is that they can go exactly where you want them and look exactly how you want them to look. I mean, it's not really complicated, is it? It's just a little bit of a kind of squiggle. So you don't necessarily have to have a stamp to be able to do this. No, I don't. See that over there? It didn't fit. So I'm going to do some over here instead. Okay. My little bird. I only know upsizing, Cheryl. That's funny. Oh, you're looking at an apartment. Ooh, that'll be very different for you, Vanessa. Right. I'm trying to think. Oh, I could do some there. Against the sun. There we go. Right. Oh, this is, again, very relaxing to look at. It's very pastoral, isn't it? Japanese pastoral. Have you got rid of a lot of stuff, Vanessa? Or did you just spread out at your house? Like, not every surface was completely covered. No lawn mowing. Oh, yeah, my husband's looking forward to that. Right, so there we have it, guys. I'm going to bring it to a close there tonight. And thank you for joining me. We've had a lovely kind of play with a new technique for me. This sort of reminiscent of the retiform technique, but just using one strip to mask. So you could use paper, it doesn't have to be sticky, just hold it down very tight and blend colour by colour into each other. So I started with the crumb cake, did some stamping as well, and then stamped some sentiments further in, and then I did the green, and then further in, then the So Saffron, so that was Pear Pizzazz, So Saffron, then blended it, then Misty Moonlight, blended it, and then I got back to the crumb cake. So it will be interesting to see what the cards are like from this. Ah, don't forget the thumbs up for Ruth. Thank you very much. So giving me a thumbs up at the end of my videos or during or whatever, it's just a fabulous way for you to show appreciation and to help me grow my channel. Right, and then we've got this lovely, oh, very sort of Japanese with sort of these lovely scenettes of mountain, water and trees and sun and birds and a little bit of speckles. There we go. Might try that in my vertical planner. Great idea, Janice. Yeah, that's a great idea. I did think, you know that lovely yellow piece that I did the other day, the one that was based on the raincoat? I think I am going to use half of that for my planner actually because it's so lovely. This would make a nice autumnal piece for a planner, wouldn't it? Yes, I need to get to bed as well. Take care, Shaz. So S Fisher is Shaz. Lovely to see you, and you've got catalogues coming in the post. I'll be posting them tomorrow, Shaz. So there we go. I want a pagoda to add to it. Oh, I'm sure you have got a pagoda, Linda Yamakoto, in all your extensive collection of stamps. I'm sure you've got a pagoda. So why don't you have a go at this and add a pagoda to it for me and show me what it's like. Oh, you're very welcome, Deborah Rogers. Lovely to see you. And take care, everybody. Look after yourselves. It's still strange out there. But, yeah, keep practicing kindness and, yes. So, yeah, Vicky's trying to keep cool while we're trying to keep warm. Right, lots of love, everybody. Good night.